Hi, everybody. Welcome. We're here today to share some curriculum ideas, lessons, and resources that you can use in joining us in celebrating Harvey Milk Day and raising the rainbow flag in Santa Cruz, in California, and beyond. So my name is Stephanie Sumarna, and I work at the Santa Cruz County Office of Education as an EdTech and Innovation TOSA, and I'm joined by my colleague, Rob.
And I'm Rob Darrow. I am the LGBTQ plus support consultant for the Santa Cruz County Office of Education. And we're excited to bring a number of curriculum resources that you can use throughout the month of May and beyond in celebration of raising the rainbow flag, Harvey Milk Day, and learning about LGBTQ plus history in general.
All right, shall we get started?
Yeah, I think you've got some slides, right?
I do. Here they are.
So it's important to note that Harvey Milk Day is technically on May 22nd. We are celebrating it earlier in May because across our schools in Santa Cruz County, we're getting out of school earlier in May than other school districts are in surrounding counties. But May 22nd is designated as a day of significance in the state of California. There are only 5 days like that in our state, and Harvey Milk Day is one of them on May 22nd. So we invite every school, wherever you are, whatever you do, to celebrate Harvey Milk Day. It was a law that was passed in 2009 and signed into law by Governor Schwarzenegger. One of the important quotes from Harvey Milk is that hope will never be silent. And in this case, we hope that you will help Harvey Milk to be visible for the students in your classroom. And so that's the reason that we are presenting this information to you today. We know that when students feel safe and supported and included in school, that they have a greater sense of belonging, they do better in school, they go on and graduate from high school and do great things afterwards. We know that teaching LGBTQ related topics and topics such as raising the rainbow flag and Harvey Milk's birthday make LGBTQ plus students feel safer and more visible in the curriculum. So that's the reason that this work is so important. Stephanie's going to talk a little bit about the great curriculum guide that we've put together with awesome lesson plans that you can all use.
Thanks, Rob. And before I do, I want to share with you our day and time for this year, the big event for 2022. So we will be hosting an event at the Santa Cruz County Office of Education where we will be raising the rainbow flag on Monday, May 2nd at 10 a.m. And don't worry, if you're not able to join us in person at the COE, we will also be broadcasting the event so that teachers, educators can go ahead and showcase that event to their students in the classroom, and we can all tune in and watch that event together. The event is, all the information is actually available at this link that you see on your screen. So sccoe.link/rainbow flag will take you to this webpage. It has the day and time of our second annual rainbow flag raising, the location, and a lot more. It also has the link for the live stream event in case you would like to live stream that into your classroom. And it has some links for curriculum as well. Rob, before I dig into the curriculum, can you give us maybe some highlights of the 2022 rainbow flag raising?
We are excited because we've got a choir coming from one of our schools singing a song. We've got our special speakers coming. Our county superintendent will be there. A city council member from Watsonville will be there speaking. And we've got some students who will also be speaking on that day. So you'll hear all different perspectives about Harvey Milk Day and being visible and raising the rainbow flag and why that's important in all of our lives.
I just love that we're really making sure to incorporate student voice. I think that that will really bring the event to life. So I'm going to go down just a little bit and show you that there's a link on this page that takes you to all of our curriculum resources. So when you click on that link, you get to this page. I'm going to zoom in just a second. And this is our Educator Resources collection page. So we have for you all of your key pieces of information, the day and time of the flag raising event, our hashtag SC Rainbow Flag, the day of Harvey Milk's birthday. And then in addition, we have a Padlet for you to share photos, which we'll talk a little bit about a little bit later. And we have all of these pieces that we've collected for you. Guides for the event, including a viewing guide, lesson plans, activities, literature, videos, primary sources, and even more. So this is actually a live table of contents. And if you click on any of these links, it will pop you down into the document to where you can access those. So you can see that we've even sorted the lesson plans by grade level so that you can find one that really matches the needs of your students. Rob, did you want to add any more about sort of the things that we've collected here on the Educator Resource Guide?
No, I think we've, if you may have other resources, so please send them to us so we can add them to our list here. We're just excited to share those and offer them to teachers for all different grade levels. Were you going to talk about the younger grade level lessons?
Yeah, so some of the lesson plans that we have, as I mentioned before, are divided into grade levels so that you're able to really hone in on the ones that will work for you and your students. So I'm going to pop into one just as an example. So one of the lesson plans that we've collected is symbols of us, identity, flags, and capes. And what I love about this lesson as it comes up, this was put together by an outside source, and this resource really ties into a reading about Harvey Milk. And then it also has students thinking about their own identity and creating their own capes and flags. So it's a great way to engage students in the idea of creating a flag to sort of showcase who they are and promote that sense of belonging. Rob, did you want to talk about any of the secondary lessons?
Absolutely. So, the topic of Harvey Milk and the rainbow flag are important parts of LGBTQ plus history that you find in the state history social science framework. If you teach any US history topic, then Harvey Milk and raising the rainbow flag and the history behind it relate to lots of the topics that you may teach in your classroom. That could include things like important people in history or heroes or any topic related to standing up for your beliefs or protest movements, as well as social emotional learning. If you teach world history topics, you could compare Harvey Milk to any other leader of any ancient world or other countries. We've also added, if you scroll down there, Stephanie, a little bit, a bunch of primary source documents that you can use that are launching off points that you can speak to Harvey Milk's legacy, some of his speeches, and other primary sources, which are great launching off points. The other area that I wanted just to mention is the number of picture books that we've identified here that you saw one earlier. We often think of picture books mostly for elementary grades, but in this case, we would encourage middle school and high school teachers to consider reading one of these picture books about the history of the rainbow flag, because the story is so well told, it's important. And there's other topics you can dive into as well as here as well, but just know that the literature section of these other pieces hopefully cover any launching off point that would work for you in any of the classrooms that you're teaching in grades 6 through 12. And so those are the important parts about the lesson plans at the upper grades.
Perfect, thanks. And I'm going to go back to the slides, and I'm just going to remind you, because I'm going to assume right now that people watching are like, okay, I need to dig into those resources some more. So I want to remind you that all of the resources and the event details are available on this event page, which you can access by going to sccoe.link/rainbow flag. That will house the Educator Resources collection, the link to the live stream, the day and time of the event, and much more. Now we're going to get to some quick questions. So what if you can't make the 10 a.m. live stream, or you're not able to join us that day in person at the COE? Not to fear. One of the great things about the items that are posted on the Santa Cruz COE YouTube channel, which is where our live stream will be available, is that they get automatically recorded, and then the recordings go live as soon as the event finishes. So if you would like to play this for your students after May 2nd, that will be available for you on the Santa Cruz COE's YouTube channel so that you can access and show it to your students at a time that's convenient for you. In addition, you might be wondering how you could keep teaching LGBTQ+ inclusive curriculum beyond just the month of May. So I'm going to turn it back over to Rob to share a little bit more about that.
We all know that the end of the school year is a challenging time in schools, especially this post-pandemic time that we're in, but it's the perfect opportunity to bring new topics into your classroom that you may not have taught before. And we're providing the Raising the Rainbow Flag live stream event and the resources so that you can teach one of those lessons, but hopefully you'll teach several of them during the month of May. You can integrate them into different aspects of the history that you already teach. In addition, know that we are looking forward to next October when it's LGBTQ History Month. And hopefully, as you use some of these resources during the month of May, you can begin to think about how you integrate them into other topics that you teach throughout the rest of the school year as well. And of course, hopefully, you're looking forward to our 3rd annual Rainbow Flag Raising, which will happen the following year. But that's some different ways that you can think about extending this. And probably even more important is that even if you don't know a lot about these topics, take the time to learn about it for yourself this particular May, and hopefully teach a little bit to your students. Most importantly, learn it for yourself so then you're comfortable teaching it to the students in your class. And then you can extend it and make it part of your curriculum in the following year.
Great. The last thing that we want to leave you with is that our hope is that you will join us this year in raising the rainbow flag and celebrating Harvey Milk Day. That can look like tuning in to our event on live stream or joining us at the COE, but it can also look like raising a rainbow flag at your site or in your classroom. So we are going to hop into a Padlet that we've collected that you can access at this link. It will also be posted on the event site that we showed you earlier. So if you go to sccoe.link/rainbow22, it will take you to a Padlet where we're collecting images and videos of teachers, of students, of school sites, of districts, of county offices that are joining us in raising the rainbow flag so that we can really see all the flags that are being raised across Santa Cruz County. And to give you a little taste of what that looks like, I'm going to hop into our Padlet from last year. So as you can see, we have images from across Santa Cruz County. We have Cabrillo, Watsonville High School, and we even have individual teachers that decided to raise a rainbow flag in their own classroom. We see some familiar faces. Here's Rob raising the rainbow flag. So what we're really hoping this year is that you will join us, raise a rainbow flag, and then post a picture or video so that we can see all the flags going up in Santa Cruz County. And of course, we hope to see you on that May 2nd COE rainbow flag raising date at 10 a.m.
Great. Thanks, Stephanie, for sharing all those resources. We look forward to seeing all of you either in person or that you're using the resources and that you're posting on that Padlet. And we look forward and thank you in advance for sharing this information with your students.
Perfect. Can't wait to see those flags. Bye.
Bye.